Malware analysis and countermeasures. So, we're going to take a deep dive looking at malware and the countermeasures to protect systems from malware. So, let's jump in. So, let's start off first by looking at fileless malware. This is another emerging threat to organizations because it uses legitimate programs like CMD or PowerShell to infect a computer. The concept of being lifeless is that it does not bring any file to the target system. It does not rely on files, making detection and removing challenging. So, fileless attacks are categorized as low observable characteristics or LOC attacks. So, being fileless, stealthy, and defensive, evasive makes them often undetectable. Another considerable characteristic of fileless malware is that it operates in memory without installing any files on the disk. So, again, because of that, it makes it very hard to detect, like traditional malware. Characteristics of fileless malware: heuristic scanners are unable to detect any particular behavior. It's memory based, so it lives in memory. And if you know, memory is volatile, it's very temporary. So, it's again hard to detect. It uses operating system and integrated processes. It can be paired with other malware types. Traditional antivirus solutions cannot detect any code or signatures, and it may remain in the environment despite allowing sandboxing measures. So, malware reverse engineering. Sheep dipping is an analysis of a suspect file of packets against malware and viruses before allowing them to be available for users in an isolated environment. So dedicated computers normally used for this type of analysis, and basically this is initial line of defense. Runs with highly secure computing, port monitoring, file monitoring, antivirus, and other security programs. So again, so it's almost like a isolated sandbox environment where this malware is being analyzed, looking at its different characteristics. Malware analysis, the process of identifying malware, ensuring its complete removal. This procedure includes observing malware's behavior, determining the scope of a system's potential threat, and locating additional measures as well. So, the goal of malware analysis is to gain detailed information, observe its behaviors, maintain incident response, and take other defensive actions to secure an organization. So the analysis steps to prepare for malware analysis is, of course, you want to prepare some type of test bed. An isolated iOS or virtual machine will work great in this type of situation. Execute the malware in a test bed or a sandbox, and you want to perform static and dynamic analysis against it. A network connection is set up later to observe the behavior using a process monitoring tools and packet monitoring tools and debugging tools like OLEDBG or proc dump. So again, our goals of malware analysis is diagnostic of level of attack or threat severity, diagnostic of type of malware, the scope of the attack's impact. You want to build some type of defense to secure the organization's network and systems, find a root cause, build an incident response actions, and develop anti-malware. Types of malware analysis is static and dynamic. We mentioned those, and but this specifically what these mean. Static is by fragmenting the resource of the binary file without executing it. So you're looking at the code without executing the code and for it to take action. Disassemblers such as IDA is used to disassemble the binary file. Whereas dynamic analysis is performed by executing the malware on a host and observing its behavior. It's like a reaction. You start it and see what it does. Real-time protection. With real-time protection feature, you'll receive updates and alerts, and it will be sent to you as malware enters your computer. This is part of the features of the anti-malware and anti-Trojan software. Email scanning, it should have this type of feature. Hackers attach Trojans and unsuspecting emails through links and embedded attachments. So if you click on them, of course, the virus can quickly get into your system. So again, a key feature for anti-malware and anti-Trojan software is that it should be able to detect this malicious link before a user scans it. Also, it should have zero-day protection. It's essential feature in identifying viruses with unregistered signatures. Software with this capability can identify new threats that protect users from zero-day attacks. Also, behavior attack protection. A seemingly safe program, such as a Trojan horse, should have a behavioral protection that tracks a program's behavior even after weeks after installation. Other antivirus software features. So basically, software designed primarily to assisting in detecting, preventing, and removing malware. Antivirus software is used to stop, scan for, and find and remove viruses from a computer. Most antivirus software runs automatically in the background after the installation to offer real time protection. Now, comprehensive virus protection systems can provide extra security features like customized firewalls and website blocking, in addition to helping safeguard your files. Popular software titles out there are McAfee, Kaspersky, Norton, ESET, WebRoot, Avast. And again, it's not limited to this file. There's so many out there. This is just a short list of examples. All right, in this lesson, we talked about fileless malware. Then we talked about malware reverse engineering and anti malware and anti Trojan software. That is it for this lesson, and I will see you in the next lesson.